Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Geoguessr. We are doing a diverse world today, a map by mapper, and we're in the middle of bumblefuck nowhere. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. We got a mountain in the background. We got these evergreen trees. So it's gotta get cold. Because that's what the evergreens are for. We clearly don't know if we're going in the right direction. I don't think we ever will. Is that a sign? It's a sign! And it's a good sign. It's good. I don't see any rounded characters, so we're in Japan. That changes everything. What a fucking sign to find. If only we knew a little bit more about the landscape. The fact that there's evergreens makes me want to guess someplace cold. Now, Japan is in the northern hemisphere, so the further north we go, the colder it's going to get during winter. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that has to be evergreen trees. Hell, I have a lot of evergreen trees over by me. I can tell you right now, in the summer, it gets fucking hot. I believe today it's going to be like 75 Fahrenheit. That's actually relatively cold. Well, not relatively. But, you know, typically we'll see upwards of over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Past few summers have been hot, and I could probably attribute that to global warming. But we'll see what happens, right, as we destroy our planet and move to Mars. All hail Elon Musk, the savior of the human race. We're not going to find probably anything that's going to help us out. We already found all the Japanese characteristics we wanted. It kind of feels like we're driving through a national forest, doesn't it? I mean, this sign's just been overtaken. It doesn't even look like it's paved. It looks like we're kind of on like a dirt path with all these pine needles on it. Makes me think, yeah, wow, alright. Random dude living in the woods. How you'd expect any living... Why are there Russian flags? Oh, God. No, but there's Japanese characteristics. So maybe we're this island then. But the Russian flag, that's what's throwing me off. I get it. I've said it plenty of times. We could find any kind of flag in any location. So the ones that are on the flagpoles, that's the ones that we really need to pay attention to. Or hanging in windows. But even hanging in windows, I've seen flags hanging in windows in countries that I know aren't there. For example, you could walk down New York City, right? Little Chinatown. You're not going to find the United States flag anywhere, alright? But you're still in the United States. You're in New York. And it took us 3 minutes to find this one sign over here that has all the information we needed on it. You guys got almost a perfect score. We had the right idea. Further north, the better. Looks like we were on the water, which is kind of cool. I never actually saw the water, so clearly we didn't go the right way. But you guys were pretty fucking close. Now, I believe our first guess was over here. So, if we didn't move our guess to the top island, closer to the Russian border, I think we would have been fine. But, not bad for what we found. Alright. This is probably the biggest clue. I have no idea what it means. Aero Club, so then it's all about planes, so we're probably by an airport. Yeah. Wow. Alright, so I didn't need to read the sign. I just had to turn the other fucking way. I'm pretty sure these are EU plates. I don't see any yellow. Hey guy, your plane's... No, that's not a plane, that's a glider. Ooh, that's fucking cool. You don't see these too often. There's not too many of these actually made. I won't be able to tell you where it's from because it's a glider, but there's no engine, there's no nothing. What happens is it gets towed behind one of these planes, and then you're up in the air and they'll cut your strap. And then you literally get to glide around depending on how high you are, your altitude, your width, like all the things, all the factors play into play. And then you basically are flying an airplane that doesn't have an engine. And then you gotta come and you gotta land, and you know, it's a whole thing. But there's not a lot of those out there. And there's not a lot of places that do it. So we're in Poland. That's right here. There's no way we can not find out where we are. Ooh, and here's Bidul. I don't even know what that is, but here's the town name right here. So we're by an airfield over here in Poland somewhere. Yeah, you don't. I think this is actually one of the first times we've ever been in an airport in Geoguessr. I don't even know if I would call that an airport, more or less just a runway, and then maybe a hobbyist or an enthusiast would probably be the best way to describe that. I believe there's a place near me that has one glider, and they don't allow the public to use it. I think it's mainly there for training purposes of new pilots. So they don't cut the tether. So it's basically you learn how to steer while you're in the glider. And then I believe there's maybe a few places out in the Midwest that have a few gliders. And I think the most any field has in the United States is like 5. So I'm telling you, there's like not that many of those. Kind of cool to see one in Geoguessr. I don't even know what they'd be called out here, but I'm pretty sure they're called gliders. And now most people, if you're gonna Google search it, you're gonna find the hang gliders. You know, the triangle sail, and then the metal bar that you kind of like get strapped to, and then you like run, and jump off a cliff with it. Not that kind of glider. I forget the exact name for it, but I know all it does is glide. Now we are out of time. The only thing we were able to find is this town name. That doesn't necessarily mean that's where we are. It's probably just our best bet. And it ends up being correct. We were just 2.2 miles off. Yeah, here's the airfield. I don't think this is an actual airport. I don't see the airport symbol. So that's kind of cool. It's definitely kind of cool. Oh no, there's the airport symbol. It's a flight school. So that makes sense for why there's a glider there then. Because that's why we have one out by me. For when kids are learning how to control things. But still, that's cool to see. I like that. I like that a lot. Nice. Let's just stand on this railroad. This hasn't been fucking used in ages. Alright. I'm thinking Eastern Europe. I would like to go that way. Nope. Perry. South America. What are we near? Bunch of empty fucking fields. We have Don Mario. And then there's the .AR. So we're over by somewhere in Argentina. The fact that Cordoba is here, we might want to guess near that. Because that's where this company is. So that could be a good first guess. We did find the road. I don't know what this is. This might be the town name. But Cordoba right here, I know exactly where that is. So we're going to guess there. Definitely a lot different than I expected. The original landscape, I said Eastern Europe. I feel like it's just the wide open plains. A lot of the times when we're in Argentina, we're kind of in that desert area. Where it's kind of that like bland, off-white, tannish color. Yeah, here's Cordoba again. With the Hunico or Naco. So this definitely has something to do with where we are. I just don't know if we'll be able to figure it out. We could look for a place around here called Hunaco or Naco. I don't think that's important so much to us. I mean, it is, but like being able to figure it out, probably not. We'll just stay near Cordoba. Now, I don't think we're on a main road. I think we're kind of on the outskirts. We are heading north, so I'm figuring Rafael Garcia going up. Can we find anything else? I mean, we could be leaving on either of these, on 9 or E53, which is cross country. Can we find a sign name? Yes, we can. So it is a town called Hernaco or Naco. I love how we still get fucked in places like this. I would like to find out what the other one is. Rio, Curato, and V. Macana. And that is going to be... Hernaco or Naco is going to be south of us. Ooh. We're fucked. We have 20 seconds. I doubt... Oh no, here's Hurato Grande. No, that's not it. Rafael Garcia? Wasn't that one of them? No. I don't even fucking know anymore. But we're over by Cordoba. Let's go north. And it ends up being a lot farther south than I would have wanted to give credit. 250 miles further south. That's why we weren't finding it. Well, here's Renaco, which was the town we were in. But 250 miles south of Cordoba, which is where the signs were telling us. Now, I did mention this a few times. I wouldn't have expected it to be that much further south. I knew we were heading north at one point. I guess towards Cordoba, but still, it wouldn't. I don't think I would have been able to figure out how far south it was. I think we even went as far down as like here, over by Rio Takaro, which I'm gonna say 70 miles maybe. And the fact that we didn't find it then, I was just like, nope, it's not further south. It's got to be further north. Just the way it works. Wedgwood, 1045 Sutherland Avenue. All right, United States or Canada. We got to find something that says poutine or kilometers. It's either or. What the? Nope. Chinook. It's a good chance we could figure it out, but only a good chance, not a great chance. Independent. I want to use store names. All right. Based on things I know and based on things that I wish. What the kilo? That sounds Canadian. And then a for lease. Does that have? No, it's set up like the United States, but Canada has the same. Advanced Dental Group, New Patients, no. Commercial Group, McDonald Realty, no. Personal Real Estate, no. Come on. A&W. I believe that could be Toronto. I think that's where they formed. It definitely feels American. There's a flag. Hold on. And it's not the Canadian flag, and it's not the United States flag. Love it. You're the best. Fuck you. Alright. There's a van, but it's going to be a .com. Can we find anything? Speed limit was 60 kilometers. Alright, somewhere in Bumblefuck, Canada. Let's go. Toronto. I don't know. I really don't. Another quality project. Urban Elegance. Fuck Urban Elegance. I think we were guessing Toronto because of the A&W, because that's where I think they're from. I could be completely wrong. Here, Canada, so there's another Canada reference. It was all about finding the first one, and now they're going to be fucking everywhere. Gateway Plaza, Dollarama. Fuck. It feels like we're on a major highway thing. But we're not finding any road numbers, any road signs, any information about where we're traveling. Just that it's 60 kilometers, which is about 45-ish miles per hour. Which is what you typically expect. Vancouver. That's over here. Vancouver Island. So we're probably in Vancouver itself, because it's daily service to the Okanagan and Vancouver Island. These are boats. How do they get here normally? It probably would have to be boats. Now, obviously, we didn't get the right spot. It's over in Kelowna, which we probably could have figured out. I'm just happy we were able to get the right general area. The fact that it said Vancouver Island, I figured we were going to be a lot closer to Vancouver Island than we were. Screenshot the World did fucking great this time around. Now, last final location, we're definitely Southeast Asia, maybe the Pacific. I'm thinking, I don't know why, I really don't. Whenever I see this kind of terrain and these features and those kind of style of houses, I always want to guess Malaysia. And maybe I'm still thinking Malaysia Flight 370, right? And that was big in the news like 5 years ago. And I can remember the events relatively easily. I was still in the pizzeria that I'm in now, and I was a delivery driver at the time. And I was sitting down with my buddy, who started about a month after me, and we were making pizza boxes. And not like making them, but like folding them. And he was in school to become a pilot. And we were both sitting there with the news on, and then Mystery of Malaysia Flight 370 popped on. And like we had like the news broadcast and the news conference, and all he was saying was like how hard it would be to lose a plane. And he's like, they'll find it relatively easily. It's really hard to lose a plane. I was like, are you sure? I was like, because, you know, we really don't know anything. And this is, you know, day one when they were like, we think it's in the South China Sea. And he's like, yeah, the South China Sea, like, yeah, it's big, but there's a lot of space and a lot of aircraft going out and looking. What the fuck is that? Sri Lanka? Perhaps Sri Lanka. Kind of looks like Indian characteristics down here, and I don't know what the best way to say that is, but I said it. And then he was like, yeah, they're gonna find it in a few weeks. And he was like, and especially since the underwater black boxes give off like a ping symbol, and the ping is supposed to be, what is it? It's in the black box. It goes off for 30 days. He's like, in the South China Sea isn't that deep. They'll be able to find it. And then I think it was on like a Tuesday. It might have been a Wednesday. And then a few days later, we were both working again, and this is when they were like, it's not in the South China Sea. It actually went south into the Pacific Ocean. And then he was like, oh, they're never going to find it. I don't know. Maybe that story is helpful. Maybe it's not. Probably really isn't. No. We're definitely in Malaysia. I'm fucking losing my mind. But if you guys haven't known or haven't heard, they still haven't found the plane. There have been a few confirmed pieces of wreckage that have washed up over by Madagascar, which would make sense if it crashed in the South Pacific. But that story baffles me, man. I always love a good mystery, and this is the best sign we found, and we found it as time expired. I love a good mystery. Mysteries always are something that keep me up at night. Well, not really, but like I want to be able to solve a bunch of mysteries in the world. Screenshot the World just fucking killed it. I think this is one of our better Malaysian guesses, actually. Look at that spread. There's really not too much of it. There's a little bit here and there. Screenshot the World, 12 points away from a perfect score. Not so good for me, but also not a bad spread. Yeah, I don't know. I like a good mystery. When the Zodiac Killer, that was in the, 60s and 70s? But there's a documentary that was released recently. I wanted to solve the Zodiac cipher. You know, so I stared at a piece of paper for like 12 hours and I didn't do anything productive. It happens. Maybe it's just me. Let's check out the full results. Alright. Screenshot. Yeah, wow. Even with the spread I had, we're still coming in last place. Screenshot the World and Aphelion, only a few points separated them. What was it, like 70 something? Followed by Martin at 22, and then followed by King Maff, your boy, at 21. Not bad. Screenshot the World was 3 miles off. Aphelion was 20. Martin was 689.4, and I was 937.3. That's fucking good. That's really good. I think some of our worst ones were Argentina and then Japan. And then Japan was only bad because I found the Russian flag and figured we had to be closer to Russia than we were. But not bad. Not bad one bit. Now, we did do this a little bit earlier. I was given break early, so we're recording this an hour before we normally do. But I get it. It happens. Sometimes there's going to be less. Sometimes there's going to be more. It depends on when I'm able to actually leave the fucking store. And trust me, the second I'm able to leave, I fucking leave. I don't want to be there. Kidding me? I want to be here with you guys. But that is going to be all we got for today. I do hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Now, one last thing before we go. Assassin's Creed, the second DLC of the Fate of Atlantis, releases June 4th. You can be sure we will have a video up on that day. However, it might not be until later that evening, because I believe it releases at 12 p.m. Eastern, noon. And I won't be able to do both Geoguessr and Assassin's Creed. And since you guys support this series a lot more, I'll be focusing on this one. But I do look forward to seeing you guys all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. And bye-bye.